Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rags to Riches. I think we're going to start off this episode doing some work on our woodlot there. But to do that, I think we are going to need a new piece of equipment. So I'm just headed down to the store here right now. And I think I'm going to buy one of those forestry mulchers. So if we go down to the forestry category here, we have the mulchers here. And I was originally looking at this one because there's a pretty big price difference between these two. But this one I think is just for an excavator with that attachment. So that one's not really an option for us right now. So this is the one I think that's designed for a tractor that goes on a 3-point hitch. So it is 90 grand, which is a little bit expensive. But our only other option really is this other one that goes on a 3-point hitch. But it's a similar design to the one that we already have for a skid steer. And I did do some quick testing in my test save there between the two. And I mean, this one is a lot cheaper, but it still kind of runs into the same problems as the skid steer one does, where it's just a little bit finicky. Whereas this one seems pretty slick. You don't even have to get right up against the stump a lot of the time. Yeah, this one is pretty easy to use. So I think we're just going to get this one. Even though it is a little bit more money than I would like to spend, but I mean, we do need something to get rid of those stumps down there. We have quite a few that we need to deal with. So yeah, I think this is going to make it pretty easy. So I think we'll just go ahead and buy this one. Okay, so there's our new stump grinder. I'm not quite sure. This might be a little bit heavy to put on the front of a tractor, but we're going to try it here anyway. See how she works. It doesn't seem that bad actually. Okay, so why don't we start off by just testing this thing out here. So we have a couple stumps that are kind of right in the way of our entrance here. So we just power this thing on. Yeah, see, that works great. Didn't even have to lower it down there. Just kind of drive close to it and it's gets mulched straight up. Yeah, this is going to be really nice to get rid of these stumps. That works so much better than the one on the skid steer. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. This is going to make pretty quick work of this. I think this is worth the price. Okay, well, I just want to check on our wood mill here, or sawmill, and see how much. I didn't realize I'm still kind of used to the like the automatic engine shut off, so I'm not used to things still running after you jump out of the vehicle here. That's a little bit unsafe. Okay, so I just want to check on how our sawmill is doing here. So we got 17,000 liters of wood in here, so yeah, we do need to top it up this month. And I think I'm going to kind of start in this area back here. I'm going to remove a few of these trees because I am still thinking about putting a shop in this area behind the sawmill as well, to store all of our tools. So yeah, I want to clear this area out a little bit more. And then yeah, I think I'll throw this trailer on the tractor as well, and we'll drive around and pick up all of our little trees like this. Like I think most of these, okay, I can't do this one, but a lot of these I'm going to be able to pick up by hand. But like even this one, I should probably just be able to kind of cut it in half, and then I can probably pick up the individual pieces by hand. Yeah. So I'll probably just go around and try to do that with all these little scraps that are left over. And get this place kind of cleaned up, get all these stumps ground, and maybe adjust our road a little bit because I kind of just roughed those in. So yeah, I will just get to work here filling up this sawmill and cleaning up this lot. right, got that sawmill topped up and got most of the stumps ground, at least the ones in the road anyway. So let's just hop out here quickly and take a look. So yeah, we got 55,000 liters in there, which should be good to last us another month. And yeah, we got quite a bit of room cleared out on this side, so I think that's probably enough room to put a shop down. I might do that pretty soon, actually. I just don't really have a way to move this this stump grinder right here just yet. I'll have to bring the Bobcat down here. I guess I could just kind of ram it out of the way if I really wanted to, but I'll probably put the shed fairly close to this building, so I'm going to have to move these other attachments out of the way. That's why I left these ones over here for now as well. Just because, yeah, I'm probably going to add that shop fairly soon, but yeah, that thing works pretty well most of the time. I found it a little bit finicky still in some spots, so I started just kind of dropping it down because it's a lot more reliable. Once you actually drop it into the ground there, it kind of mulches things up, and yeah, that's it gets rid of the stumps really easily if you do it that way. Although even just kind of hovering it above works pretty good, but yeah, it was a little bit finicky that way. So yeah, you can see if we go into the build menu here, quite a little patchwork of spots where I was grinding stumps, but that's okay. We can go back in and kind of paint those in, I think. So we'll just add grass back into those spots. And it's going to be kind of nice. I'm not quite sure what to do because I kind of like the look of the natural like bushes and stuff. But yeah, I do prefer the kind of natural look over here. But I mean, it does make it a little bit more difficult to see where the stumps are and everything. So just because, yeah, it does make it quite a bit easier because, yeah, see, there's a stump right there that I missed. Oh, there's another big one right there that I missed just because, yeah, I couldn't really see them in the grass here. So, oh, there's another stump I missed. So I'll leave those for now. I mean, we'll have to come back and grind more stumps because I didn't really go into the trees. There's going to be quite a few stumps kind of left over in here from when I initially cleared out that woodlot. And yeah, I didn't really take the time to go through the trees yet because I figure we'll just get those ones as we go. Like as we kind of clear these out, I'll finish off any of the tree stumps that I missed before. I mainly just wanted to kind of get the ones out of the road so that it looked a little bit neater. But yeah, it looks like I did miss quite a few here, so I will make sure we get all those ground down before we replant any of these sections. Yeah, but for now, I'm just going to kind of fill in those dirt patches that I made with the mulcher, and then we'll come through and add a little bit more gravel as well. Probably widen out these roads a little bit. But I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's looking a lot better now. We don't have all these stumps in the way, and a lot of the branches are cleaned up. There's probably still a few dead trees and stuff laying around. Oh, I missed a little piece of that stump. So yeah, I'll have to come around again with that grinder as we go and finish clearing everything up. But I'm sure there's more little pieces of trees and stuff kind of within the forest, but we'll worry about those kind of as we go. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do for now down here, just clean up those main ones in the road. So we got that taken care of and got this sawmill stock back up. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think we can head back to the yard here. Probably go check on our animals. I think our buffalo probably needs some food. And I also need to go do a little bit more fertilizing. I noticed there was a spot in that canola field that the AI worker missed last time. So I got to touch that up. And then I forgot to get him to do the that little corner that I plowed in last time. That still needs to be fertilized again. So I got to go take care of those. Okay, the buffalo still have quite a bit of food. I'm just going to start this thing up and get it dumping here quickly. Just to make sure they're staying topped up. But yeah, they should be good for a little while. We'll have to refill that mixer wagon before the end of the month here as well. So these beef cattle still have some food. I'll probably give them a little bit more hay as well. But yeah, they are almost ready to sell. They're up to 23 months old. So I think next month we'll be selling those. And yeah, that should give us quite a bit of money as well. And then I'm not totally sure what else to do with that land. But like I think we're going to make a decent amount of money from those cattle. It does take a little while to raise them up, but I'll probably just end up repurchasing them again. Just because they are like pretty low input for what you get out of that size field. Okay, I'm just going to jump in the skid steer here because I think I need to clear those eggs out from that egg zone in the chicken coop because it is just about full. Okay, I got those moved, so that buys us a little bit of time there. So yeah, now I think I'll just go jump in the AgroStar here. It should already have the fertilizer spreader hooked up still. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just head down to that canola field. Shouldn't take very long to fertilize this. It's not very much land. But we do need to do that before we move on here. So yeah, as you can see, for whatever reason, the AI did not finish off this one little patch in this canola field here. And then I still have to do this other corner up here as well. So it shouldn't take very long at all. Probably just do a quick pass down this way. I'm not too worried if we waste a little bit of fertilizer here. Yeah, that should be good there. We'll just keep an eye on it on the map here. Almost there. Okay, that should be good for that. So I'll just head over to this other corner here. And then, yeah, that should only kind of take a couple laps as well with how big this working width is here. And then our canola should be basically good to go until next year. All right, looks like we got that taken care of. Canola's all fully fertilized now. And we will have to come back up here again next month and do another fertilization on our barley field as well. But that is fine. I think we'll bring the tractor back down to the yard anyway and park it in the shed just because it is raining. But actually, while I'm here, there was something else I was meaning to do. I think we're going to get a few more beehives over here. Because beehives do increase the yield of canola, but they do have a limited range. So I think we're going to put a few more kind of down in the creek here to try and get this corner covered and kind of this area over here, because we already have a few kind of down at this end. And we have a couple at this end as well. So yeah, if we can get a few more in here, we should get pretty good coverage on this field. But I think we're just going to place a few more down here, kind of on either side of the creek. Oh, I just got an achievement. What was that for? I missed the pop up there, but yeah, something about placing bees down. Gave me some kind of Steam achievement. And let's throw a couple more in that corner. All right, that's quite a few extra hives there, so that should give us a decent amount of extra honey. Oh, and of course our barn is kind of blocked right now. All right, well, I was gonna park this in the shed there, but it's kind of blocked by the combine header at the moment. So let's just park it in the cattle barn overnight. So that'll keep it out of the rain and kind of leave it pretty easy access to head down and fertilize that barley tomorrow. But I think while we're here, let's take care of all these cattle here, get them some more food. So first I'm just going to put a little bit more hay into our beef cattle shed there. Because if we're going to be selling them, we want to make sure their health is at 100%. Okay, got all our materials in there. It's showing no straw, but we actually have lots in there. It's just that I mixed up a lot of hay and silage first, so as that gets used up, it should go down. But I think we are still full enough here that yeah, This barn is still full, so it's not going to let me dump right now. So I think we are pretty much done everything we need to do for this month. I might top up our fuel tank here again, because we do have some decent cash in the bank here. So yeah, $4,500 to fill it up. Might as well do that. We were under half anyway. So one thing I do have to do though still is to refill the greenhouses. So I'm gonna run over and get some more water in there. Okay, greenhouses are fully topped up with water there. So they should be good to go. But yeah, I was thinking about it. We do have this field right here that should be ready to go with sunflowers. Or well, not ready to go, but it will be ready to go next month. It's in the same stage as our current field, and it's fairly cheap, and it's a fairly good deal. Most of this land is field, so and it's only 78 grand, so I think I'm just going to buy this one. I eventually want to buy all of these fields, but I'm not quite sure when exactly I'm going to buy the rest of them, but this one is going to be ready to harvest next month, so it kind of makes sense to buy this one right now. And that'll give us quite a bit of extra sunflowers on our upcoming harvest here, and we'll be able to use those into the oil mill once we get that set up. So yeah, let's just pop back down to the yard here. And yeah, I think we're good to go. There's not really anything else that I could do this month. Yeah, I think we're just gonna move on till next month. Okay, welcome to October, everybody. This is going to be a big harvest month for us for sure. I didn't see anything come up in the sales thing. Okay, yeah, there's no sales this month, apparently. That kind of sucks. But before we get to harvesting or anything, I just kind of want to run around and double check on all of our stuff, make sure we're all still good to go. Because I am just now remembering that I did forget to start this thing running again. And damn, the buffalo ran out of food. So we'll get this thing fired up and get it dumped and fill that trough back up. Okay, so it says their health is still at 100%, so they must not have been out of food for very long. And then what is the slurry? Slurry's at 29,000, so yeah, we have a little bit of time before we have to sell slurry again. But let's check on these beef cattle here. Okay, so these guys are at 100% health. They're 24 months old, and we got them to $3,000 each. So, I don't think this is the maximum value that you can get out of them, but I think you start to really get into like diminishing returns if you go, if you try to get them to like the absolute max value. So, I think this is probably just a good time to sell them right now. So yeah, let's. We might as well do that. I don't think there's any point in waiting. So if we sell all 43 of our Black Angus here, that's 124,700 after the 4,300 delivery fee. But yeah, that fee is not too bad, really, all things considered, because yeah, even buying the biggest cattle trailer, you can't fit very many cows in at a time, and it's pretty expensive, and it would take quite a few trips to get them all. So yeah, I think for now, we're just going to deal with that delivery fee. We might buy a trailer eventually, but yeah, I think right now we won't worry about it. We'll just get these guys sold. So that's 43 Angus going out the door for 124 grand. And then we will do the same thing with the limousines here. Another 121 grand. Might as well sell them. Okay. So that's a decent amount of money from those guys. And then, yeah, I think we're just going to do the same thing again because, I mean, what's that? Almost 250 grand I guess that's like 2 years. So 125,000 per year out of that. But I mean, that's actually not too bad when you consider like how big this field is. Like it's actually not that big of a field. If you were to do like grains or anything like that, like you wouldn't get nearly that much money. I think even if you were to like take these grains and like process them in the mill or something like that, I still don't think you would end up with that much money out of a field this size. So it's actually not a terrible use of this land, I don't think. So yeah, I think we'll just restock this again. So we'll do half and half again. I think that works just fine. Gives us a little bit of variety. So we'll buy 41 of the Angus and another 41 of the limousines. There we go. And we should be fully stocked up with calves again. You can barely see them in this long grass here. Yeah, you can barely tell that there's even calves in here with how long this grass is, but all right, well, That's pretty good. Got some money in the bank again from that cattle sale. And yeah, as you can see, our soybeans are ready to harvest. This is our big old field here. It's going to be a pretty good harvest out of here. I'm glad we finally got a better combine to be able to do that, because that would have taken a long time with our little Massey Ferguson. I mean, it's still going to take a pretty good amount of time with this John Deere as well, but it should be a lot faster than doing it with the little Massey. Okay, I had a quick look around, and our stuff is pretty much good to go here. So I'm just going to jump in the truck because I think before we get to harvesting here, I'm going to go sell a few more products just because we have, I always have lots of products building up. So going to try to stay on top of it here. So we are going to sell our goat milk and our eggs and our matzah and also our wood products. But I want to bring the telehandler down. I'm actually going to bring this down to the woodlot with me just because I would like to try this thing with loading pallets as well. I've never really given it a try. I've done a couple pallets, but I've never really done a whole lot of loading with this thing yet. So I kind of want to test it out to see, because I've also been considering getting like a second telehandler to add that would just like live down at the woodlot basically. Have one for the main yard and one for the woodlot yard. So yeah, I am considering that. Not quite sure if I want to do that, but I think I should test it out a little bit before I commit to it, because yeah, I am still not 100% sold on that forklift, but I'm not sure if I don't keep that, if I should go to the skid steer or maybe the smaller forklift or a telehandler. Those are kind of the options. So I just kind of want to do a bit of a test run with the telehandler and kind of see what it's like. But if I was going to get another telehandler for down here, it would be the Merlot, because if it's going to work well for loading pallets, it'd be also nice to have to run the winch down here as well. We'll see, but I do want to test out a telehandler for a loading session and kind of see how I like it here. All right, we are all loaded up here. Not the neatest stack I've ever stacked, but it gets the job done. I also decided to load up the honey as well. It's not worth a whole lot. It's not worth the best price right now, but I think I'm going to move this loading zone. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to get it out of the way. But I've been thinking about it, and I think we're going to sell this chicken coop as well, just because, yeah, it's kind of in the way. I don't like this location anymore. It made a lot of sense when I first put it down here when the goat pasture kind of came right up to this area, but yeah, it's been kind of in an awkward spot ever since I moved the goats. And I do want to get chickens again. I'm not going to permanently get rid of them, but I'm not quite sure where I want to put the new coop yet. I was kind of thinking, like eventually when I buy this piece of land, because I do want to grab this one eventually too, maybe put some chickens over in this area or potentially this lot. I'm thinking about buying this lot too. It'd take a little bit of work to clear out all the trees on this lot, but that might be a good option too. I was kind of thinking about this area for a little bit, but I think that's just too far away from our main yard. I want to keep all of our production type stuff close by. So the other option, I guess, would be to buy this land, and we can start kind of expanding some more productions and stuff out into this area, and we could put chickens there. So I'm not quite sure where I want to put the new coop, but I am going to put a new one somewhere eventually. But and I think we might try and see if we can put another shed down in this area or something. But yeah, I kind of want to get it out of the way just so I can kind of start visualizing exactly what I want to do in this area. We have 359 chickens in here. They're not really worth a whole lot to sell, but we'll get $5,000 back for those guys. Oh, that's not all of them. That's right. You can only do 250 at a time. So yeah, I have enjoyed having the chickens. We've had them, does it tell? How old are they? 42 months. So, I mean, that's getting pretty old for a chicken anyway. Most chickens only live like maybe 3 to 4 years. I found the oldest one I ever had when I had chickens made it to about 5 years old. But so yeah, these ones would be kind of getting to the end of their life anyway as laying hens. And usually by the end of that period, they've pretty much stopped laying as well in real life. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that we would have to refresh our flock here. So we will just get all of those ones sold. And then the remainder, 2,100. So we made a little over $7,000 selling all these chickens here. And then we got to sell our single rooster as well. Okay, so got to go into our build mode here. And yeah, I think, we already got more products out here. So we'll load those up as well just to get them out of the way. But I think, yeah, let's go ahead and sell this. So we get $34,000 back for it. So, I mean, that's not too bad. So we'll kind of free up this space here. Yeah, it looks a lot bigger through here now. We have all of this area. I gotta move this trailer. I'm probably gonna go sell this trailer. I mean, we haven't used it in so long. It's just been sitting here. It's probably no real point in hanging on to it anymore. So yeah, actually, let's jump out of here. And I wanted to try something else. Let's unstrap these seeds because I want to see if I can put seed pallets into our little seed silo hopper thing. Okay, yeah, there we go. Just got to be in the right spot. And we can get rid of these pallets. That's good to know that we can refill these silos from pallets as well. All right, well, I will just get this other pallet put in there. There's barely anything in here anyway. And then I'll get that last little bit of eggs and honey loaded up, and then we will go sell all of this stuff. And, oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to move that honey spot as well, because that's kind of the last thing that's going to be in the way there. And then, yeah, I'm not quite sure where I want to do it, but how do I select it? Do I have to do like demolition mode or something? No? Oh, remove. How do I... I'm not quite sure. I can't seem to select that thing. I'm sure I moved it before. So I don't know. I'm going to try to move this pallet out of the way first, I guess. And then see if that makes a difference. Because I don't know. Like I'm clicking there. And I mean, I can go into demolition mode and that still doesn't work. I swear I moved this thing before. There's got to be a way to remove it. Okay, so I had a quick look online there, and some people are saying that if you lower the area, like I think because I did a little bit of terraforming here, so it might just be too high for it to register that it's there. Okay, there we go. That did work. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to sell that. And I guess we will go back and kind of re-smooth this out a little bit. And then we need to replace that somewhere else. So yeah, I was thinking about doing it somewhere kind of out of the way. So I might just put it right back by our greenhouse here, behind our lettuce. I mean, I guess we could even do that. Yeah, let's put it right here. I think that'll work. And I'm just going to do a tiny bit of ground smoothing there. And yeah, let's go take a quick look at that, but I'm pretty sure that should be fine. I'll kind of keep it out of the way. I can park this water tanker kind of further out of the way as well, if I need some more clearance there. But yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Going to be mostly out of the way and kind of close to some of our other products still. So yeah, I'll just load up these eggs, and then I'll leave that trailer there for now. It's not urgent that I deal with that, but I will do something with that at some point soon here. But I'll just finish loading up this last little bit of product, and then we will go sell this stuff, and then yeah, we can finally get to actually harvesting. All right, we can finally go sell this stuff. I think we're just going to go sell everything down at the farmer's market, except for the goat milk, obviously, because we have to take that to the dairy. But yeah, it looks like that made it look way bigger in that area. Now that chicken coop is out of the way, we'll have to think about what I want to do there exactly. We could potentially do other productions there, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards... Oh, what was that? Oh my god, and I forgot to strap that last stuff down apparently. And a little bit of honey sitting on our gas tanks there. I wonder if that'll stay there. That might just stay there. I'm gonna try. We'll try to turn smoothly, and hopefully that bit of honey doesn't go flying off of there. And I really got to remember to put these belts down. But yeah, I think that area is mainly going to be for just like extra kind of storage. Probably try and put some kind of other shed there, because we do have quite a bit of equipment now. A little bit too much to fit everything into our one little shed there. So, or I guess it's not really a little shed, but still not quite big enough to fit all of our stuff. So yeah, I'll probably end up building something else in that spot. Okay, we are at the farmer's market. So let's get these belts off and get all of this stuff sold again. Okay, that was a pretty good sale. You're up to almost 600 grand, and we still got a little bit of goat milk left, and then we still have buffalo milk to sell as well. So yeah, I got to run back down, grab the Vultra and the tanker and get that loaded up and come back down to the dairy and sell that as well. All right, another 21 grand worth of goat milk there, so over 600 grand total. So I'll just head back to the yard there and get that buffalo milk sold as well. Okay, we got that buffalo milk sold and all those other products. So yeah, we have quite a bit of cash in the bank again. So I think it's time to add the oil mill. I wasn't really planning on adding this yet, but I didn't think we'd end up with this much money in the bank this episode. So we might as well get it going, I think. So yeah, I want to put it in this orientation so that our kind of dumping zone grate is on the back side there, same side as our grain mill. And then our loading zone is going to be out in the front there, same size or same side as the loading zone on our grain mill over there. So we put it kind of right there maybe, because I can't go, I guess we go back as far as we can to the property line there, and as close to the grain mill as we can. I would almost like to put it a little bit closer, just to give us a little bit of extra room to make this corner and to kind of drive through here, but I don't know, that might be close enough. So I think I'm going to try this one without free mode first. We'll try and get it as close to the side and as close to the grain mill as we can. Yeah, something like that maybe. That took this side down quite a bit more than I was expecting, but that's probably going to be fine. So let's just smooth this out. Because yeah, we'll be able to kind of drive through here, park there, and then spin around. There's lots of room to kind of make this turn right here, I think. I'm not worried about that side at all. It's just going to be kind of going in there. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. I think we should have plenty of room there. We can always move this stuff too. I do want to move this tree planter down to our other lot. Down to the wood lot there. Might as well be there because we don't really have any use for it up here. And I can probably move these bobcat or skid steer attachments somewhere else as well. And then we could almost sell this trailer as well. I don't know if we really need it. So yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's just take a quick look. Our loading zone looks nice and flat. That's going to be good on that side, I think. And yeah, I mean, with that softening, it kind of covered the edge of this thing, but I don't think that's really going to matter. Everything else looks pretty good, so I think we're just going to leave it like that. So yeah, we're going to have all of our kind of loading zones or pallet spawn zones in roughly the same area. So we should just be able to kind of pull kind of right into this spot with our truck and flatbed and start loading everything up. Should make it pretty easy. So we got quite the little industrial zone starting to go on our property here. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to buy another dairy and kind of put it right here. I mean, I could probably do that right now, but like I'm just going to wait on that a little bit more and kind of think about it. We don't, I guess I just sold all our milk, so we wouldn't have anything to put in it right away anyway. So maybe I'll wait till next month and I'll think about it a bit more. And then if I do decide to throw a dairy in or a second dairy, then we'll have some milk that we can put into it right away. But yeah, I think we're just going to take care of our sunflowers here first. So I'll just bring the truck down here. So that's ready to go, and then I'll go grab the combine. I don't know, it kind of seems a little bit sacrilegious to put a case. Oh, probably watch where I'm going. But yeah, it seems a little bit sacrilegious to put a case header on a John Deere combine like this. But I don't know, the corn header that I want to get is like $144,000, the John Deere one. It is like double the working width. So it would make this go quite a bit faster, but I mean, that's also quite a bit of money. We don't have huge sunflower fields, so see how long it takes. Because yeah, I guess I almost should just go buy that John Deere one and get it over with. We have enough money to do it. I mean, I want to buy that one eventually anyway. Yeah, maybe we should. Let's just do it. I mean, I'm going to get it eventually anyway. It's just a question of when. Whether we do it for this harvest or wait till next year. But, I mean, we do have the cash right now. Let's just get it out of the way. Okay, we're down at the store here, ready to sell this thing. So, yeah, we barely use this thing at all. It's only $1 to repair it. It's 69 months old. Nice. And it's got 18.6 hours on it, although we did buy this one used, so most of those hours aren't even ours. I think I've only used this thing like maybe 2 or 3 times, and I think a couple of those were on contract. So yeah, I guess we will just go ahead and sell this. Then let's jump into, we still have no used vehicle sales this month, eh? That's weird. Usually something would come up by now. But anyway, we'll jump into the store here and go down to our headers. So yeah, this is the one we had that we just sold. And I think I might as well get this one, get the matching John Deere one. It's about as wide as they come. I mean, this one's slightly bigger at 13 meters, but I don't think this one folds up, which makes it a lot less convenient overall. Whereas this John Deere one here, it's actually in like 3 different sections, and these 2 side pieces kind of swing out. And they all kind of have the same speed limit and everything, so there's not really a whole lot of difference there. But yeah, it's I mean, I guess this one's like the second biggest one in the game. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a bit of money, but I mean, this is the last corn header we're ever gonna buy probably. So I guess it'll be worth it because I do want to expand our corn acreage eventually anyway. So yeah, no other options for this one. So let's just buy it up. All right. More new equipment. So let's jump in the combine here and we'll go grab this thing and then we can finally get harvesting here. I know I've said that a few times, but yeah, see how this one folds up. So it's hardly, I mean, it's probably about the same width as the one we just sold for transferring it around and moving it. But yeah, we can also unfold it. And then, yeah, it becomes quite a bit bigger. Not quite as wide as our grain header, but still pretty significant there. So, oh. Sorry, hit the wrong button. Just trying to refold it and I detached it there. But it shouldn't take very long to do these two fields with this bigger header here. So I will just head right down there and get straight to work, I guess. And then once that's done, yeah, like I said, we'll put that directly into the oil mill and get that producing sunflower oil for us. Okay, we got all of those sunflowers harvested up. While I was doing these two fields, I couldn't help but kind of just look at this one that was also ready to go right in between them. So yeah, I was feeling a little bit impulsive, so I just went ahead and bought this one as well and got that one harvested up. So yeah, we now own all three of these fields. This last one was about $103,000. Which is a little bit pricey because, I mean, it's barely got any. Actually, I think the field area was slightly smaller than the other piece that we bought earlier in the episode, but the lot itself was a little bit more expensive. Just kind of has more wasted area on the north side there, but it's not really a big deal at the end of the day. We got lots of money coming in, so yeah, I figured why not buy it. So yeah, like I said, we'll just get all of this dumped directly into the oil mill here. And then we'll fire up this production. And then we still have canola as well. I'm not sure if I should put that in here at the same time. I've actually been meaning to check that, but I keep forgetting to see what these productions are. Like, if I remember right, I read at some point that the grain mill is not a divided production, but the oil mill is. So yeah, if you guys know, maybe let me know as well. Because I got to see if we want to be running multiple things at once or if we should do one at a time. I guess it doesn't really matter since I don't think we have enough product to keep either building in production at like full speed year round. So it probably doesn't really matter too much at this point if we do multiple at once or not, since we're going to kind of run out anyway. But it would still be kind of nice to know. For the future once we do start getting more and more grain coming in. But we're starting to get quite a bit of flour out here. This thing definitely goes through it, and we have 3 more pallets inside the building there too. So yeah, that's not too bad. Lots more stuff to load, it looks like. So where's our management point here? There we go. So we will just go into here. And yeah, we ended up with 33,000 liters of sunflowers, which is not too bad. So I guess we will just activate this and yeah, get that thing running. So it's going to do 480 cycles per month, and it's going to use 20 liters of sunflowers per cycle. So it's going to use 9,600 liters per month. So yeah, those sunflowers will get us a little over 3 months, maybe 3.5 months. Worth of production there. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here because I have been recording for quite a while, and we will have to finish up with our soybean harvest in the next episode there. But yeah, I ended up doing a little bit more than I had planned on this episode with adding the oil mill and the extra bit of land there and everything. So, and I guess buying that new combine header, wasn't really planning to do that. I was originally thinking I would just do both of those fields with that little case header, but yeah, I'm glad I got that thing. Because yeah, we managed to buy that and more land, and we still have 180 grand in the bank, and we'll have more money coming in all the time. So yeah, it was probably worth it to get that bigger header to save a little bit of time, and that'll save us more time in the long run as well. So yeah, I am going to wrap this one up here, but for anybody that made it all the way to the end, I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak preview of something that I'm probably going to do in the next episode or two. I was actually kind of planning on doing it in this episode, but I've run out of time here. But I did add a mod because I want to replace this house. But I didn't really like any of the ones that I was seeing or any of the stock ones that were in the game very much. Like there's this kind of barn styled one, which isn't too bad. And then there's this little guy right here. But yeah, a lot of these ones are kind of just pretty plain. And I think this is the same one that Walter has over here, right? Yeah, so I don't really want to buy that one either. Just have the same one again. So yeah, so anyway, I ended up installing a mod that I found that I like quite a bit, this little A-frame cabin thing. And the cool thing about this, I already placed it down in my test game, but it actually has an interior that's modeled. So you can kind of see in there, and you can actually go in the doors, and you can kind of walk around in there, which is kind of cool because none of the stock ones, I don't think you can actually go inside. The triggers are just kind of on the outside, but yeah, you can kind of see in there like the point to kind of change your clothes is like in the bathroom there, and then the sleep point, you can kind of see it, I guess, but it's up in the loft beside the bed there. So yeah, it's kind of kind of a cool little building. The original mod price was like 35 grand or something like that, which was way too cheap in my opinion. So I actually went in and edited the mod file just to raise the price to make it kind of more reasonable. So yeah, I just kind of went and raised the price to 120 to kind of put it more in line with the other houses here. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up selling this house and sticking this little guy in here somewhere. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Just kind of wanted to show you guys that. It's going to be in the next couple episodes. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to do that, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak preview for anybody that made it all the way to the end here. But yeah, if you did make it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, you probably should be. If you listen to me ramble for this long. So, but yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you again soon in the next one.